I'm actually home right now, but I wanted to come to you guys because I was actually going through all of our seeds that we have. We have I think over 100 different seeds in our seed catalog, and I was just organizing it, just preparing myself for the year ahead. We have about less than 2 months, less than, how many, it's 4 weeks in 1 month, that's 8 weeks. We have less than 8 weeks before we get back in the garden with the students, and back at the community garden with the community garden members. So we're just doing a little organization, and I came across all of these empty seed packets that we planted. Some seeds germinated, some didn't, some grew, some we harvested from, and I just wanted to do a quick video just showing you guys all the seeds that we used this past year, and the benefits that we had with them, the troubles that we had with them, the troubleshooting that we tried to do with some of them. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do today. Before we get into the video, make sure that you subscribe, like this video, comment, share this video with your family and friends, and don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified of when we drop new videos. We're gonna start trying to be more consistent with you guys. We know we dropped off a little bit, but as the new year comes, we will be more consistent and have more of our students, showcase their skills in gardening. So to start off, we have, I should have put these in different categories. I want to put all the flowers together. We mostly had a lot of problems with our flowers, since a lot of them were tiny seeds. So let's just start with them. Well, let's start off with basil. This is the only herb that we've actually finished the packet. This is the sweet basil. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sweet basil, we finished this packet. I think we opened it towards the end of 2021, and we finally finished it last year. Well, this year. Sweet basil grows fine for us. We normally start it late February, early March, mid-March, and just keep growing it until it doesn't grow that well, like September, October. Well, no, I wouldn't say September, more so the end of October, November. That's when the weather really changes. And we pretty much had a great harvest year for basil, pretty much. Each time we harvested vegetables out of the garden, we were able to grab some basil leaves to go into the herb bag, so that while they're cooking their vegetables, they can add some herbs. So we normally don't ever have any issues with basil, so that's a plus. Now, off to the flowers. Like I said, most of the issues that we had this past growing season, besides the pests in the garden and the heat, it was trying to germinate these flowers. We had lots and lots of difficulty. The plants that really gave us issues were the sunflowers. I'm not sure if we didn't provide enough compost, enough nutrients for sunflowers. The sunflower varieties that we have a packet for are the sunflower mammoth Russian variety. These turned out to be so small. We planted them in our pollinator garden area, the one that I told you, if you watched our previous video, one of our previous videos, the one that I want to extend with the students to add more native Georgian species of flowers, wildflowers too. They were about like 2 feet tall. They did not get that tall. They were very skinny. They would flop over. So I'm not really sure what was the issue. We also started these in pots, so maybe starting these off as seedlings is not the best thing to do. I think this year we'll just plant directly into the soil once it's warm enough outside, and once the soil is warm enough, like over 60 degrees, So yeah, that was not a good look this year. The other flowers that we had trouble with, echinacea, aka purple cone flower. We had two different varieties, well, not two different varieties, we had two different packets. We got this packet from our local garden center, and then we had got this packet from Dollar Tree. Neither packet did well for us. We tried to start these inside the greenhouse so that we could plant them out once the temperatures rose above, like 50, 60 degrees. Did not work. We used peat moss. We tried to keep everything moist and warm, but no echinacea grew. And I hear some people, like some of the people we follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, they can easily grow echinacea in their greenhouses, in their houses, and plant them out as seedlings. We're gonna try again. We're gonna purchase some more echinacea. I want to purchase different colors as well, so we can add more color to the garden, because that is one thing I really enjoyed this past summer, growing colors, like with the the zinnias that we had and the marigolds that we had grew, which is one of these varieties. This is the Cracker Jack mixed colors. This variety from Dollar Tree, it grew exponentially well. It was so good. If you see our video from August to November, all those marigolds that were in that one row, beautiful. And the bees and butterflies, moths, hoverflies, all pollinators, they love those marigolds. So we're definitely going to grow some more of this variety. And I just want more color, just to see the purple that we had, the pinks, the oranges, the yellows, different shades. And then I want to add in some different patterns. And one of the patterns that I thought was going to do well was this seed packet from San Diego Seed Company, which is called, if I pronounce this right, Escabiosa, Black Knight Scabiosa. It's just like funky, really, if you look too much at it, which I have that fear, trypophobia, where like tiny holes, it just creeps you out. That's what this flower is giving me, but it's so cool. The petals are so small, but so cramped together. And the seed packet says that butterflies really love this flower, so that's why I wanted to grow it with the students. And we did get a lot of different pollinating flowers from this seed company. I think we had got a gift card or something like that, and that's why we were able to get, I think we got 5 different types of flowers. But this flower did not do good. Again, we tried to do the growing method of putting them in little pots, growing them to seedlings, and then transplanting them. That did not work. We will try again by planting them directly into the soil. All right, some other plants that did not grow. Well, I want to say this didn't grow. The Resina calendula. This actually grew. We were able to grow, I think, up to, I would say roughly 30 plants. Out of those 30 plants, like 15 of them died, and then we were able to transplant 15 into the garden. Both the community garden and the school garden, none of them survived. It was really due to the heat this past year. When the heat hit, what was that, June and July here in Georgia, if it was a seedling, it did not survive. And these were some of the seedlings that did not survive. We'll try to grow them again this year, because I really, moving forward with the Project Great program, with the support of the organization, I really want to lean into starting the process of like showing the students how to create small meals, how to implement these vegetables, herbs, flowers, edible flowers into the cooking, into meal prep, things like that, so that as they're learning how to grow the food, they know how to apply the food in the kitchen. You know, it's important to know how to grow food, but it's also important to know how to use the food in your kitchen, because there's no point of growing it if you're not going to know how to use it, right? So with that being said, the calendula, I want to show the students how to use that in, since it's an edible plant, I want to show them how to either prepare it in a meal or also use it in salves, like oils for your skin. And I also want to use, well, not use, but show the students nasturtium was another flower that it grew, but not to the point of like blossoming all over the garden. This was the Empress India nasturtium, aka Cappuccina, from the San Diego Seed Company. And nasturtium, we did do a taste testing with some elementary students from the, what was the school name? The Glass School. I'll put a picture here. These are the students led by Miss Portia. And this past summer, we had them taste test the nasturtium. It was I think their last day, and the nasturtium has like a very spicy bite to it, and it was pretty tasty. I'm sure it'll taste even better if it's mixed into a salad. So I want to be able to grow, like I said, grow more nasturtium to like create a nice salad. So when the students are done with the gardening workshop, whether we have weekly, we can serve them a nice little salad with different vegetables from the garden. So that's another thing I want to do. And the last flower that did not grow at all, was chamomile. This packet was from Dollar Tree. And then this packet was from, I believe, Lowe's. So we used all of the seeds from both packets. We did actually do the method of starting in the greenhouse to transplant, and also direct seeding the soil. Neither method worked. Not sure. I think it was also due to the heat, due to not keeping the particular container of soil moist enough for them, or simply planting the seeds in the soil too deep, because chamomile is a small seed, and with small seeds you don't want to plant them too deep so that they can't reach the sunlight, or that the sunlight can't reach them. So yeah, we'll try again. All right, so my camera doesn't die because it looked like it's about to die. The vegetables that we successfully grew this past growing season were the Sentaka pepper chili. We grew a lot of these, and I was even able to take some home to make my own homemade hot sauce, which is still beautiful. It tastes so good. It's very spicy. So if you plan to grow these, we got these from our local gardening center. If you plan to grow these, just know the pepper is spicy, but it will produce some great hot sauce if that's what you're into. We also grew the Hungarian yellow wax pepper. Got these seeds from Dollar Tree. Grew fantastically. And then we also grew the honeycomb hybrid tomatoes. We got this seed from Lowe's, and these grew very well. They're just like a nice cherry-sized tomato, and they grow in nice clusters. That way you'll get a nice harvest each time you go into your garden. The two, what's the word? I'm going blank. Okay, there's a word for these because they're in a family, and the word is escaping me. I don't remember. I'm sure I'll remember once I'm finished filming. But the cauliflower did not grow at all this past growing season, as well as the Salad Delight purple cabbage. Both of these packets are from Lowe's. For some reason, I have trouble growing purple cabbage. Regular cabbage, green cabbage, I can grow it easily. However, I don't know what it is about purple cabbage, but it will not it'll grow to a seedling size, but it won't go above that. You know, it won't reach its full capacity. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong about that. What I like to tell the students is that I'm learning with them. Like, I do know a lot about gardening, a lot about plants, plant species, and pollinators, and the working of soil. But there are some things that change on a daily basis that I may not know about, and so I have to do my own research, and I also have to learn through experience. So I will be learning alongside the students to figure out why our purple cabbage does not do so well. Also, cauliflower. We have not been successfully able to grow cauliflower, and I'm guessing it's because we don't actually do it during the time that it needs to grow, during like the cooler months. I feel like we grow it at the right spacing, not spacing, at the right timeline, but for some reason during the process of transplanting it into the garden, the time escapes us and we don't like catch the right moment where the cauliflower would have a great growth spurt. So that the cabbage and the cauliflower, we're gonna try to start growing it maybe late January, early February, if it's not too cold in the greenhouse. I do need to close some of the windows so that the heat stays inside, but we're gonna work our way and create a nice schedule so that we won't miss the coolness of spring before the heat comes. So that's all the plants that we grew this, well, not all the plants we grew this growing season, but all of the packets that we've been able to use up so far. And we will be coming back with a updated seed tour. I know we posted one a few months ago, but there are some new varieties of squash and peppers that I want the students to try to grow, and I want to try to grow myself because I've never grown them. So we will be providing you guys a new updated tour into our seed catalog, and I think we'll probably post that next month. And again, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and click the notification bell to be notified when we drop new videos. Sorry, my dryer just went off. I do want to thank you guys so much for supporting us this past year. Your support has been everything. We have grown the channel to 134 subscribers. We haven't reached 100 videos yet, but we are well on our way. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Again, follow us on TikTok at Project Grape. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram at EBLLCINC. Also, click the link below to join our newsletter, where we provide more information on how you can support us with your time, financially, and just it provides a more detailed insight on the workings of our organization and the youth and families we serve, and the partners that we have. Thank you to all of our partners that have supported our channel, have supported our work with youth throughout Atlanta and DeKalb County. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, happy holidays, and we'll see you guys later in the garden. Bye.